Thinking about leaving your soul-sucking 9-to-5 job? One of the biggest struggles I see people, especially as women, face is the idea of having that safety net, that enticing perks and benefits, and listening to that head trash of what will people think if I leave. I totally get it, and I've been where you are. That's why I created a free guide to help you if you're thinking about putting in that notice. It's called Unlocking Your Exit Plan. Discover 5 things you need to do before leaving your 9-to-5. This guide is filled with worksheets and steps, so you will have hand-holding along the way. You can download your copy in the link in the show notes, and again, it's totally free. Now back to today's episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Hella Sis Dorsey podcast. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to use social media to grow your podcast audience. This is very important. So growing an audience for your podcast requires effort and dedication. And one of the most powerful tools that podcasters have at their disposal to track new listeners is social media. Yes, even if you don't want to be on social media, I completely understand, but it definitely helps to attract listeners. Social media provides an easy way to reach potential listeners with fans and share content, but only if you know how to use them effectively. Okay, and I'm going to tell you how to use it effectively. So first, you must define your goals. You must define clear goals on the platform you are utilizing. Okay, so the questions you need to be asking yourself is, do you want to boost podcast downloads? Do you need people to share posts related to the show? Or are you looking for people who will be interested in engaging with discussion topics related to your podcast? So you want to think carefully about what the outcome you want from your efforts. This is really important in order to take the next step. Okay, so once you have established your goals, it's time to create the content to reach those goals effectively. So for instance, if your goal is to increase engagement, create visual, compelling graphics or videos around topics discussed in the podcast. So it will capture more attention than just writing a post alone. So additionally, engaging with fans by asking questions related to the episode or topic, which will give them something tangible to respond back on. Okay. You can also start using hashtag campaigns or contests that encourage users to share their own stories and experience related to the podcast related to the episode of your show. This can help maintain interest over a long period of time without necessarily having to invest in creating new content every day. So you definitely want to utilize this strategy. And then take advantage of the analytical tools that's on there. Have an analytical tool. Instagram have an analytical tool. Twitter, if you're using YouTube, you can actually use that to monitor the progress towards achieving your goals. So you can actually see what post is working, what post isn't working. It will definitely give you insights on how your audience is interacting with that particular post or your particular topic or post for your podcast episode. Okay. Taking advantage of social media platforms requires careful planning and experimentation. You always want to test things out, okay? But if it's done right, it could become really powerful. So you want to spend some time on testing these strategies and plan out before you go posting and expecting the world to happen, okay? Expecting great results, okay? It's all about testing. You test the hashtags, create a contest just to see what's engaging and what's not, okay? So thank you so much for joining on today's tips. If you like more of this, definitely sign up for my newsletter where I will be sharing tips, strategies on how to help you with your content every week. Okay. Until then, I'll see you next week.